Outside? Let's go outside.
No, I want to talk right here.
Let's go outside. We're gonna talk outside. You're in the way. We have people coming in. I'm gonna ask you to step outside.
I'm gonna come in here and conduct
No,
business.
you're not.
What's going on, guys? First Amendment Network by Auditing America. We're in San Diego, and we're at the Sheriff's Office Administration Center, where we're gonna try to speak to somebody about what they did to me the other day. Officer Milano, Sheriff Milano, Deputy Milano, Criminal Milano, kidnapping.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
What can we do for you?
Can I speak with the supervisor, please?
What are you trying to take care of?
An illegal arrest.
An illegal arrest?
Yes.
We can get you a complaint form.
No. This is that's why I that's the thing. I need a supervisor.
Okay.
Because when somebody you can go ahead. When somebody this is not a complaint. This is a criminal investigation that needs to be addressed immediately as a regular crime, just like a regular citizen. There's no paperwork. There's somebody kidnapped me the other day. All right?
Okay.
And I posted it on the internet 1 day ago, and it has 100,000 hits on the internet already. So
Okay.
I got illegally arrested. I want to speak to somebody that's going to look for the bad guys.
Which agency arrested you?
This agency.
The Sheriff's Department?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there was an illegal arrest and you spent time in custody at the Central Jail?
It was the worst experience of my life. This guy detained me and put me in handcuffs for over 2 hours inside of a vehicle because I supposedly broke the law, right? Which I know I never did, and I'm excited. I hope we go to court for this. I don't want to hear that the charges got dismissed. Unless of course, a supervisor from here goes ahead and addresses it, because if not, I'm gonna fucking sue this place. You understand? I got kidnapped by a guy.
Did you get a internal affairs form to fill out?
I went to the other, sir. I went to the other sheriff's building. No sheriff is ever willing to help me find internal affairs. No sheriff is ever willing to help me to contact a supervisor.
Okay. Which station did this happen out of?
Somewhere here in San Diego, but the officer's name is Officer Milano. I can give you all my information. The thing is, after 2 hours and after over 2 hours of me being handcuffed, I was cooperative. I was nice. I never insulted the guy. I never did anything, but he kept me inside of a police vehicle for 2 hours to then tell me, hey, if you promise that you're not gonna go over there, which I have the right to be where I was at because I was in a public place. That's why it was an illegal arrest and I was never breaking the law. And we were actually outside of a building.
Well, we're going to give you an internal affairs complaint form for you to fill out.
Well, that's the thing, sir. There's no complaint. You guys are cops. You go get the bad guys. There's no complaint. This guy, what you should be telling me is, what's the guy's name? Okay, call him over. There's no complaint. The same way they took me and kidnapped me within a second, how come it requires this whole paperwork and complaint forms? This is not a complaint. This is a criminal investigation that happened that needs to be addressed right now, sir. With all due respect, I understand that that my tone of voice may not be the nicest one.
There's somebody available to talk to you up in internal affairs right now. We'll have them come talk to you. But first, you can't tell me what station this happened out of.
I can give you all my information. You can look it up.
Are you sure it was a deputy sheriff?
Yes, sir. 100%.
Okay. From San Diego County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you know what station it was in?
No, I'm not even from here. I'm from Florida. This guy took me to jail illegally.
What part of town were you in when this happened?
I've been all over San Diego, to be honest with you, so I don't know exactly where it was, but I can give you my ID or my, you know, I'm here to.
Were you taken into custody and taken to a facility?
Check this out. He puts me under arrest, puts me in the back of my car, takes all my belongings for 2 hours, parked there, and then he's like, okay, now we're gonna drive you downtown. And once we're getting downtown, I'm telling him, and I know for a fact that's why this body cam footage needs to be picked up. Everything needs to be double checked before we go to court. Okay. Because this guy comes and tells me, well, after he heard my, reasonable conversation that I'm having with him on my way over there. He's like, oh, well, if you promise that you're not gonna go back over there, I could just pull over and I could just let you go. That's what he said. And
did you get booked into jail at the downtown jail?
so obviously I said, yes, I promise. Because this guy had I was hurting.
You're not answering my
but
question.
I will.
Let me interrupt just for a minute, you guys.
After that,
Sarge,
he lets me go after
I've
downtown.
offered to give this gentleman his internal affairs complaint form.
Oh, I wanna talk to an
He
internal-
wants to speak to somebody immediately to have this resolved today.
That's not gonna happen. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. How come you guys arrested me real quick? Real
I
quick.
don't know, you wanna go talk outside? Let's go outside.
No, I want to talk right here.
Let's go outside. We're gonna talk outside. You're in the way. We have people coming in. I'm gonna ask you to step outside.
I'm gonna come in here and conduct
No,
business.
you're not. You're
Oh,
gonna
you're
step
kicking me
outside.
out. That's my whole point. I need to speak to
Yes,
internal.
step outside.
This is the point that I'm talking about. I'm not interfering here. I'm dealing with a
This is-
situation that I got illegally arrested, and you're kicking me out, sir.
This is, it's metal detector.
Correct.
People come through here.
Okay, I'm
conduct
trying. So let me.
business.
That's what I'm
And
doing.
We're gonna conduct.
Okay, so
business
I'm gonna
outside.
fill this complaint out. You can't stop me. Let me go inside.
We're gonna
No,
go
I can
outside.
do it inside. Oh, he's kicking me out. You're kicking me out, sir.
Let's go talk outside.
You're kicking me out. This is the reason. This is the same thing that happened last time, only outside. You don't have authority to kick me out of this building.
So what's
What
going
is your problem?
There's no problem.
There is.
I like to help you.
You're interfering with my freedom. You're doing the same thing that this guy did to me. You guys are tyrants here. Pantoja, call your lieutenant or call your captain, please.
Alright, so nobody else is gonna show up.
Call your lieutenant or call your captain because you're
You
being a
have any
tyrant. You're
questions?
kicking me out of a building that you don't have
more than
authority
happy to
of.
help you out.
I have the right to go in there and do this,
Not if
sir.
you're causing a disturbance.
You're causing a disturbance. How am I causing a disturbance? I got illegally arrested. I'm complaining. What do you want me to come in here with
Who
with
arrested
donuts
you?
and flowers?
Who arrested you?
One of you guys.
One of us?
Yes, and then he lets me go after detaining me for 2 hours, right? I'm gonna sue the crap out of you guys, okay? You understand? You understand? You can't just kick people out of there because they're upset. You see, you work for us.
Well, nobody's upset.
I am very upset, and you're a tyrant. You're a tyrant, sir.
So the way it works is.
Explain to me the way it works,
Online.
Mexican Pantoja. You come over here to the United States to violate our rights.
Disrespectful, I'm not gonna.
You're
I'm
being
not gonna deal with it,
disrespectful.
And I'm gonna walk away.
You're being disrespectful. No, I don't need anything from you. You're dismissed.
Okay.
You're
Alright.
dismissed.
Have a good day, sir.
No, it's not a good day when we got Sergeant Tyrant walking around interfering with people's rights. I'm gonna sue the crap out of you guys. I promise you. Tyrants. That's my whole point, guys. Look, this guy refuses to help. Okay? Unfucking believable. I stepped out because I know, guys, I know how they are. They're against cameras. They're against cameras. Unfucking real. Unfucking real. Unreal. So a couple of days ago, they arrested me, guys, for video recording like this in front of a building. I'm lucky they didn't seize my phone. But these guys are tyrants. They're all tyrants. Look, this guy, tyrant. He would have interfered. The other guy, tyrant. They should have interfered. Freaking sergeant comes over and says that I'm creating a disturbance, accuses me of a crime again. Kicks me out of the building. Right? All right, guys, that's why Mr. America does what he does. Don't forget, we are the First Amendment Network. We're out here in California standing up for freedoms. These tyrants need to be held accountable. Don't forget to subscribe to Auditing America. Find Auditing America on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Find us on TikTok as Auditing America News. Find us on TikTok as First Amendment Network. Find the First Amendment Network and subscribe everywhere, guys. Shout outs to the Allen Report, standing up for freedoms in the East Coast. Shout outs to my people from Boston, Providence, Rhode Island, where everything started. Auditing America, First Amendment Network, rain or shine, guys. Make sure that you tell your friends, make sure that you tell your neighbor, make sure that you send these videos through text messages. If you don't want to post them on your social media platform, you don't want to let know your job what you're posting, or your family member what you're posting or what you're supposed, do it confidentially. You can share these videos through text messages to your friends. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Guys, much love, respect, caring from Mr. America, from the First Amendment Network and Auditing America. We will see you on the next one. Peace.